Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and we're going to look into what's coming your way. I'm going to start with your coffee cup and move on to your saucer. Okay, I see a pathway opening here for some of you. Uncomfortable. I felt the uncomfortable because there is a push, and then when you push the door open, everything actually slides out, like everything falls into the right place right away. So this can be something that maybe I feel the energy of the things are not really going the way you want it to be. So you are actually looking for another option. And that option, you push that door open, actually becomes your heaven. So this can be happening within the first week. This can show up as a small thing, a small desire you have, or maybe something massive, but it is happening very lightly after you push it open. So can be maybe certain things that maybe a coffee popped into my head. I'm having my tea right here, but maybe you are taking coffee from some certain place and they actually it doesn't taste good anymore, but when you change the direction and go to another store, you get something that is satisfying. This can be something bigger than that as well. So you might need to change the direction to get to the best outcome. I see here there's a volcano right there. The volcano has actually one little chute right here. So you are inside of the volcano. I see two people pushing each other. There's a cactus right there. There's someone sitting on the cactus, the tip of the cactus here. So it can be a spicy environment for some of you. Spicy in the sense of competitive, aggressive. I feel like a 5 of Wands energy here. Maybe the people have conflict of interest in this space. There's a small chute outside of that volcano, and that's where maybe you need that exploration power, like the desire to explore new things. Also propulsion, I think that's what it's called when you shoot a rocket to the sky, and it's like the power that they're using. So you might need that initial fire, which reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know about Mel Robbins. She became famous with her 5-second rule. When you decide or when you want to make something, do something, if you feel the weight of procrastination on you, she actually watched a rocket launch, and they were actually launching the rocket after counting like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then shooting the rocket. And she actually tried that with her mind, that she started to get things done afterwards. So it can be you're using that 5-second rule or any other thing that applies to you, which will make you break through that out of that volcano, that fiery space. That volcano can be a space that you put yourself into, which is okay. Maybe you wanted to be in a certain industry. Maybe you wanted to work with a certain pace and a certain type of people, but I feel like there's so much going on in that space anymore. Maybe it's not even serving you. That's why you decide to launch out of there, which is okay. When you do, there are many pathways opening for you. Some of you might have many options in front of you. I feel that though, some of the pathways are hidden inside of other desires right there. Maybe it can come forward, maybe something that you are very good at, that you don't really put it out there as a service. That will turn out to be actually extremely successful at the end. So I feel like you are going to go into an exploration mode after you do this 5-second rule and jump out of the volcano. It can become a little less hot outside, meaning if this is a passion place that you're in, and those kind of places usually come with a lot of cutthroat people that do not really have compassion for another, you might get outside in a colder and cooler place that people are calm, cool, collected, more compassionate. The pace is slower. Actually, you will have minute to be in the moment rather than preparing something for the next meeting. Okay. This can be even like in family environments for some of you. When you step out of there, I see here there's a woman. she has her magic wand in her hand and casting a magic into the future, and maybe a spell that she's making. Spell can be taken as an affirmation, as a spelling, or a new desire that you are writing it down and speaking out loud. That's an extremely effective method, and that will help you recognize the second pathway. On the second pathway here, seems like showing up within the second week. There's a baby chick here, and we have right there a warrior wearing a helmet. Kind of reminds me of like a Roman warrior. And this can be someone, I feel in the Roman warrior energy, I feel the King of Swords. Okay, this is your masculine side. This is your stoic side, reasonable side. So the pathway, the first thing that will lead you towards this direction can be a peace of mind, taking a moment, listening to your creative ideas, and then planning carefully in a stoic way, rather than feeling attached to the idea with extreme passion, which this is for this timeline, guys. Because sometimes during the readings, I see for another timeline can be coming up as follow your passion, run after it, do anything. That kind of energy can come forward, which came forward with Libra. If you have Libra in your chart, you can watch that one as well. But I feel a calmer energy here for this month. You're going to step into things with the emotional and intuitive energy of Cancer. You're going to step into it slowly, and new moon is coming up that you will have a boostful energy of the new moon that will support your new beginnings. So you're going to step into it with calm, cool, collected, and also an inner knowing energy with that, okay, within you. When you do, there's a massive cup right here, emotional fulfilling offer coming. And then there's also a new pathway inside of it that you don't see that is possible for you, maybe even, okay? An opportunity. I even see here face of a fish right there, kind of like seems like an eyebrow. This looks like a person as well to me. This can be a Pisces. I feel a masculine energy, a male Pisces. Pisces tend to be extremely gentle most of the time, but this Pisces is angry. They have this like a frowning eyebrows right there. So this Pisces can be in a position of dissatisfaction because of what they have experienced. But you might be the answer to their problem here. Okay? So what maybe looks like something uncomfortable to you might be the massive opportunity here. Okay? I feel like you are the solution to their problems because they're not looking towards you. They're looking for some other options here. Like, and you're going to be their arrow right there, the torch, the fire burning, the answer to the questions. Maybe your calmness, your approach to the situation, your stoic and creative approach to the situation is going to be their answer. So there's always someone out there looking for what you're actually giving. Okay. And I see that you have a key in your hand, you're presenting the key, and there's a massive bag on top of your head. And I feel like your massive bag came through your heart space. This is your knowledge, experience. And even if you have little experience, it doesn't matter about something. I feel like this person needs that desperately. Okay. There are two eyes in your heart space staring into the future. This kind of reminds me of if you have watched Doctor Strange. There is a character in there. I think Imamu called his name is the last person. Well, not a person. It's like I think a god plays the negative god, wants to take over the world. This is in your heart space. I feel like here, this is the negative influence taking over your heart. And if you haven't watched the movie, go ahead and watch that movie, and you will see at the end, Doctor Strange actually finds a way, exhausts that idea, and defeats it. So if you have a negative thought keeps coming forward here in your heart space and keeps telling you, even though there's sunshine right there that you're utilizing, and there's a second key unlocking the doors for you, this can be a repetitive thought. And watch how he exhausts it. He keeps actually repeating the same questions, repeating the same pattern. So you can keep asking the same question. What's the worst thing can happen if I pursue that? Or what's the best thing can happen if I pursue that? And when you come up with like a final thought, that evil, maybe that negative pattern doesn't really have anywhere else to go. It's stuck in the corner. So I feel that you have power to accomplish, you have power to demolish it. And I see when you do, there's a fish, a massive fish right here from future to the past. It's reaching. Maybe even fish indicates opportunities, wealth, abundance, resources. Maybe it's even going to demolish the past issues that you have when this shows up. Okay, it can be a massive money making machine or resource as well, which we have an explorer on top of it too. So it can even give you the chance to explore new options in front of you. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see there are many resources showing up here for you as well. Some of them might be coming forward really fast. Some of them might have a slower pace. Your desire has, like, I flipped it twice. The second time it showed up. The first time there was stagnancy. So maybe there's a second option you have, or second thought you have can be the way to go. And then it is actually like there is boiling pot, cauldron here. There's a person under it. We have another fish, a resource coming out of the water. So it has stages of development and growth here. So it will come forward in a certain pace, in a fast pace, and then you are actually working with others with this energy as well. I see here there's a bird's beak. Kind of reminds me of like maybe even a phoenix, or there is another creature, peacock. Phoenix and peacock, the different structures, but the face wise, when you look at the drawings, their face kind of looks similar. Peacock is the water, which has a lot of greens and blues, the emotions, emotional satisfaction, and also shows off the feathers, meaning when you have something, display it. When you have something to show it, be visible. But calmly. He doesn't really like runs around like, or he doesn't have like turkey's energy of loudness. He's just visible. So show it. Second thing with the peacock is a rebirth energy. So here, which one has the fire? So I feel the energy of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. This can be people that are actually also coming into your life that you're going to collaborate, okay? The water signs in Gemini might not really align perfectly time to time, but I feel like here you will find a beautiful harmony with a project in your hand or the thing in your mind, okay? Now I'm going to get to your tarot. If you have like a specific desire, intention, question, it's good to focus on that. And we're going to see what's coming your way with that. I'm going to start with where you are at this moment, what you need to know, and the action that you need to take, and then move forward from there. Three of Swords. This is after tarot, as you can see. So you are at a healing stage. Maybe you have experienced pain and anger, or someone backstabbed you. Maybe you have experienced, is that called treachery? Like something's happened behind your back and now you're not happy with it, but you're recovering now. It's time to recover. You're at that stage of realizing everything has a good reason. Maybe this happened by someone, or a situation didn't really work out the way you want it to be, but now you can do better. Now you're at the stage to develop a better strategy, or maybe pick people carefully, listening to your gut feeling or gut instinct better. And the message here is we have 10 of Swords, and he's being carried now to, I feel like, to a new future. So this maybe ended certain situations. Your heartbreak, bring an end to a certain situations, friendships, partnerships, maybe even some things that you were working on. But this is rock bottom. Sometimes rock bottom is the best thing because there's only way up. And you are climbing, like think it as a way that you are going to start climbing up now. Everything is going to go upwards. And the message is, do not try to revive something that didn't work. This can be a relationship. This can be a work environment that you're trying to do things, but it's not getting appreciated. Or maybe this happened to me. I mentioned in different readings as well. Last month, I moved my home, and I moved in an environment that wasn't really serving me. The neighbors were really disturbing. It was really out of this world. Like, I'm living in like a city life, and they were trying to live like a different type of like a lifestyle in there, and it didn't fit. It didn't align with me, my energy. So I decided to move the next week, like moved twice. So it is like that. I feel like here maybe like the environment really literally pushed me out. They really spit me out. So I moved another place. Now I'm in peace, and it's a better environment. I even have amazing neighbors, all like more stuff with the same price. It's just amazing. The universe basically said, you deserve more. Here you go. You don't know you deserve more, but I'll give you more. Take it. So I taken the chance. I said, you know what? I'm going to go with the flow. So get out of there, get out of the space. So that's the message here. Do not like let them even carry you, which I received help with the carrying people that carry stuff. Movers. So basically, what you need to know is move on. It's time to mentally first, and then physical movement will come forward. What you need to do for a fresh start planning what you want. The Two of Wands energy is start writing down your desires, planning the new passion, idea, inspirations coming to you. Write it down, note it down, and start planning for it. Maybe you don't really have the right plan, but every single day when you start writing things down as you accomplished it already, the inspiration will come forward. The divine will guide you. The divine within, the higher self, the divine higher powers, they're all going to start organizing things. What you need to do is start writing things down. That's what you can do at this moment. You can't maybe just go out there. Maybe you want to manifest a boat. You want to, travel the world, but you don't have the means. But start writing it down. Where will you go first travel? Where will you fly? Or would you take a boat? Would you take a cruise ship or a plane, like train? What would you do? Where's the first destination? Okay, that's what this Two of Wands energy is. That's your action. What does that Spirit want you to know? The justice will come. Your day is coming, and you will find like the karma is completing. So if you had maybe karmic reactions of your family, which sometimes we can experience those as well, it is coming to an end now. Justice will be served, and you will receive what's meant for you, what's actually the universe is preparing for you. And this is something positive as well. You see the beggar and the king, they're all bending down in front of the justice, Themis. She is the Greek god of justice, and she is delivering everyone what's meant for them. And this is actually a positive card here, even though it looks like something aggressive. It is something that you are deserving the whole goodness, greatness, and you are getting that. Okay, let's see the clarifiers. I see here Nine of Cups coming with Three of Swords is an extremely important thing here, because he's satisfied, he has all his wishes aligned. So maybe you haven't received something, or maybe some people actually betrayed you. That will lead you to your justice, Nine of Cups, your heart's desire, what you really truly want to have. Maybe those people those situations, they don't really belong into your good future. So that's why they are removed out of your way. So let them stay that way. Sail from choppy waters to the calmer shores. Keep moving mentally, moving physically, if that's necessary. Moving emotionally out of those situations is your message here. The action we have is Three of Cups. When you start planning, you're going to have a lot of things to celebrate, because the means are going to manifest in your life, so you can achieve success with those desires. What does the Spirit want you to know? So Six of Cups is also, I feel, the karmic energy here. If you had like a streak of bad luck, it is coming to an end. It is going to finish. The nostalgia in the past is going to diminish. And this can also be maybe if you had some things from the past you wanted to manifest and it wasn't seem to align with your life already. It is starting to align. The Six of Cups indicates that it is going to align perfectly now. Okay. we're going to get to your oracle. We're going to look into your present, past, and the future, where you are now, where you're heading. Let's see. The present now. This is the loving man. This can be a masculine energy supporting you at this moment. And this can be a father figure, a brother, it can be a lover, or it can be a very best friend if you're like preferring as a best friend. Someone showing up here to support you. This can even be a momentarily like a divine work. Divine manifestations at work. Someone momentarily showing up in your life and helping you the best way possible. So accept the help coming forward. Do not push it away. This is like a sign from the divine, basically, that also you're being loved. So we have on this planet Earth, the Mother Earth and the Father Sky. So the Father Sky can be even coming as a rain at this time to support your crops, okay? You can take it in the literal sense, or you can take it in the metaphorical sense. Maybe it applies, or rhetorical sense in your life, that the crops you planted can be your investments, and more coming, the feeding it can be like a institutional support coming and increasing those seeds, okay, like the investment amount or something like that. Okay, let's see what the past, what you left behind, family, friends, and guides. Okay, so we're going to take it in the sense of like if this showed up in a reverse. So let me see, because this is the past. I feel like past, we usually leave negative situations behind, and I feel like this can be also spirit coming forward here. Maybe you had spiritual lessons that you have learned from family and friends, because it can be sometimes we have the worst relationship with them, and then it can actually upgrade to a higher and better level. We go through like trials and tribulations, and then we see goodness in there. Okay. And this, okay, this actually represents someone coming from your past showing up as a guide. And this can be anyone, it says here. Okay, this doesn't have to be family, friends. This can be even like a professor or a teacher, like pushing you to a certain direction. And this one calls you to open up some important guidance available to you about the projects you're working on. Perhaps a talent guy or some other expert is reaching out to help. It may even be someone famous like Monet if you're an artist, or Mozart if you're into music. Those are the guides, guys. Those are the guides. Do not think that you don't deserve the help of these legendary spirits. They love what they did while on the earth plane, and they love helping those who are following the same pursuit. So the past, it seems like here, you might be receiving messages through the past from this kind of guides, or it can be the past issues are resolving when it comes to family and friends, I feel like, for some of you. Where you're heading with that is optimism, good days, a beautiful green field, the sun is shining. Optimism most of the time. Actually, I was listening to the book by Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. And he says it there, like when you direct your thoughts towards positive thinking, you start to experience the positive things in life, because what we focus on expands, and that's how your future is going to actually evolve, I see here. I'm going to get to your second oracle now. This is going to be the spirit animal. And I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Geminis through unconditional love. Thank you. Let's see what we have here for you. We have an emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. For some of you, I feel like the adventure is already forming, and the opportunities are coming, so you can take on that challenge. And this can even be adventure. Doesn't have to be like going on travel. This can be something that, with the Two of Wands energy, you're starting to pursue. Your sense of adventure is calling you. Can you hear it? Listen to your heart of hearts, the still, small voice that whispers to you on holy, exotic places, and of the pleasure in discovering the unfamiliar and novel, feeling confident, trusting in your instincts and intuition to guide you on your journey. So heed the calling and first believe that it's possible for you to act on it, and don't wait too long. Life is too short. We have here wanderlust as like the associations, innocence, freedom, completion with the Ten of Swords, and Going on a new adventure, basically like roaming and being playful and exploring new things. This can be even new ideas, new investments, new knowledge, learning more maybe about your desires. We're going to pull a final affirmation for you. Let's see. I love these affirmations, by the way, and they're like so on point. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay. I receive life's gifts with joy and pleasure and gratitude. I love that. Joy, pleasure, and gratitude. I open myself to all good. Optimism is exactly that, with all this yellow, the sunshine. And you can repeat this affirmation, and you can even say like, I open and receive all the good on the world. I open myself to all good. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here, and until next time, take care of your beautiful soul. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.